Mustard butt. That's a superhero right there. With ketchup man and mustard butt.
Hi. You're watching Two Dumb Guys. I'm Brian. This is Ed.
Yeah.
Ed has a lot of hate in his heart.
I don't have hate in my heart. We did that last time when the camera died.
He has lots of hate of his heart. He's rage problems, just serious violence issues. One time he fell asleep at work and hit his head on the table.
That's a true story.
But that was because of the hate in his heart.
No, that was because my blood sugar was
No, it was your
really
blood
low.
pressure. He took a nap on a steel table.
I didn't take a nap. I fell face first into it and cut right above my eye and had to go to the doctor and have it sewed up.
Take a little snooze.
I did take a little snooze. It was funsies.
But we're going to talk about adages, aphorisms,
Idioms,
sayings, blah, blah, blahs, mouth that people say that bug us. Most of this stuff is not going to bug me.
Yeah, we're just going to freestyle this. This happened one day when I was going out to visit family, I think. I don't know. I was going to Alabama for some reason. And he stopped at the rest area.
Yeah.
Right? And right at the state line, the man says, there's a man. He's in his car. He's got an out-of-state plate. And he says to the worker at the rest area, he says, "Hey, could you tell me how far away Anniston is?" And the worker looks at him and says, "I reckon it's about 20 miles as the crow flies."
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me break this down for like a half second.
Okay.
As the crow flies.
Yeah.
I don't want to know about as the crow flies.
Like, we know what that means.
The crow can fly any way he wants.
Yeah.
I want you to tell me as the road goes.
Yeah.
How many miles am I driving? Because that crow, he could off to Ohio and then dip back down.
Yeah.
That's more than 20 miles.
Your rage is unwarranted.
You can just say 20 miles. You don't have to say as the crow flies.
Yeah.
It don't make sense.
And he probably didn't even really mean what that means. He probably just meant roundabout. Like, I'm betting because
does it mean something other than roundabout?
No, it just means like if roads and paths aren't concerned, it's just point A to
line.
point B, 20 miles.
And even then, it don't make sense.
Excuse me, but I think what he actually probably meant was just it's around about 20 miles.
Yeah.
It sounds like he didn't know. Because of the fact that he used that phrase and gave him that answer, it sounds like he didn't know what that phrase meant.
He probably doesn't know what that... I didn't know what that phrase meant. I always assumed it meant roundabout as well.
Oh.
But it don't, apparently.
Yeah. No, that's not what it means.
Because ain't no crow fly straight.
Yeah.
Although that was in a song. The theme song to the Sons of Anarchy. He's like, the crow flies straight. And I'm like, what the crow are you looking at?
Maybe.
I've never seen a crow fly straight. They get distracted by like a dead squirrel on the road.
Did he say that specifically that he was driving to Anniston? Because he may have been worried about, like, fallout.
Fallout?
Like, some sort of, like, you know, there's this bomb going off in Anniston. I want to make sure, you know, if I'm 20 miles as the crow flies, I don't care about how long it's going to take me to get me there on the road. I want to make sure I'm clear of the fallout.
Oh, maybe so. Maybe there's a bomb going off in Anniston. I don't know.
Yeah. You know, people just make assumptions.
I'll tell you another one that bugs me.
Go ahead.
Happy as a clam.
I don't understand that either.
I don't either. How do we know clams are happy?
They're not smiling. That's not a smile. That's the shape of their shell.
Yeah.
They're bivalves.
They're what?
Bivalves? Is that correct? They're
bivalves?
Bivalves.
Bivalves.
Bivalve.
I don't know.
That means they got two halves. Two shell pieces.
Yeah, I don't know where it comes from. Maybe it's because people thought it looked like a clam was smiling.
Yeah.
But I'm just like,
clams don't smile. Pistachios smile.
Do they?
You should say. I'm tired and I'm slurring. You should say happy as a pistachio. That's a better. Let's improve some of these things. So instead of saying as the crow flies, just leave it off completely.
Yeah, just say how far it is, because that's the pertinent information.
Yeah.
We don't need this nonsensical idiom tacked onto the end of it.
Yeah, and then instead of happy as a clam, happy as a pistachio, or what are those primates, those small primates that you're not supposed to touch, and they're always smiling.
I don't know what you're talking about.
For some reason, they seem to be really like humans too. And if you go to like their habitats and stuff, they tend to come up to you and they're like, "Don't touch them," but they're going to climb on you.
Yeah,
I don't know, but they're always like they're photo bombers too. They're big on that.
I don't know. You mentioned primates though. How about this one? Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle.
Don't understand that at all.
What does that mean?
Is it?
Tell us.
Yeah,
please.
what does that mean?
Dude, we got comments. You can hook it up. Hook up the information because I'm not looking it up.
Is it some sort of anti-evolution kind of stance, or is it a pro-evolution stance? I don't know.
So, that's what we should do. We should flip it to be pro-evolution.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle, even though you wouldn't be.
Yeah, I'll be a monkey's distant descendant.
Well, no, you wouldn't be that either. You'd be an ape's distant descendant.
Yeah, that's better. That's more accurate.
I mean, but they split off of the evolutionary tree way back at some point. Who cares?
I'll be a monkey's fourth cousin twice removed.
What does it mean, though?
And what's the difference? And I don't understand. We were talking about this the other day with the cousins, like the third, fourth, fifth. What does that mean versus once, twice, three times removed? I figured it out at one point.
Yeah.
But I've forgotten it. And I'm not 100% sure I still care to figure it out at this point, but if you can explain it simply in a way that I can like print it off and put it on a little piece of paper
so
and laminate it and put it in my wallet just in case. Just in case.
You keep that along with your your little card that tells you how many drinks you can have and still be cool to drive.
Library card, because sometimes you gotta go to the library.
Yeah, there's books there. And sometimes they rent video games.
Yeah, I don't understand that at all, but we've gotten off track.
No, we're not. We're right on track. What about kissing cousins?
I understand kissing cousins.
Do you?
Yeah.
Is that like...
Because sometimes your cousin's hot. No.
Is it just like you got a hot cousin, or is it just like that cousin is far enough out that it's cool for you to be kissing on?
Yeah, basically it means not first cousins.
Is that what it means?
I think so.
Because I always thought it was like a bad thing. It's like, oh, they kissing cousins.
Yeah.
You know, like you're not supposed to be. You're not supposed to be doing that. You're not supposed to be kissing cousins. Leave your cousin alone.
And I just think it means it just means distant cousins. Like they don't necessarily have to have any kind of romantic involvement.
See, now
that phrase.
That's even weirder because it implies romance. Or if not romance, at least, some
fooling around.
Some tomfoolery, some hanky-panky.
Some party drinking.
Party drinking? I don't know. That's a new one, party drinking. Let's look at that one. I don't know. It's not a thing. Party drinking.
Kissing cousins.
What would party drinking be, though?
Or like, party drinking? That just means you're messing around with somebody. Like a couple of people are like get a little drunk and fool around a little bit. That's just all it is.
So it's like party drinking leads to bro jobs.
Bro jobs.
Bro jobs is a thing. It's when your bro is having a dry spell and you work him just to get him over that hump.
I had a dream last night.
Me too.
That you had breasts, but they weren't your breasts. They were somebody else's, and you were like had them as part of your body for a while, and you got self-conscious because you kept thinking I was looking at them, and I sort of was. But not like totally. But they were sizable.
Nice.
Like not be.
But they weren't mine.
And they weren't like moobs. They were like lady breasts.
Yeah, like I didn't grow them. So what you're saying is,
and it wasn't like you were doing it wasn't like a gender thing either for you. It was just like you had them temporarily.
So in your dream. let's just dive here a second, because in your dream, the implication is that I found some poor woman and surgically removed her breasts and attached them to myself.
No, it was like you were I don't understand. It was like maybe you were like doing a science thing, where they can like grow a thumb on the back of a mouse and right here. It was like you were like incubating someone's titties for them, and then and at some point they were going to go back. You were doing.
So I was doing a good thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I was some poor woman with breast cancer. I was growing her new boobs.
Yeah.
Dude,
something along those lines. I don't remember all the specifics.
Look, all I'm saying,
lady tits.
All I'm saying right now is that I think we might have found something that's going to get us rich. Like, we offer a service to breast cancer survivors. We will grow you tits.
Yeah.
And then they can be taken from us and transplanted onto you. Maybe that won't make us millions. Maybe that's a bad idea.
Boobsbybrian.com.
Boobsbybrian.com.
I'll grow you tits. But you can only grow 2 at once, and you figure it's probably got to be a 3 to 6 month process at least.
I mean, I'm just saying that.
And you need some recovery time, so you got to charge a lot for that.
If
to make it profitable.
Happy as a pig in.
Happy as a pig.
That's another one.
Pigs seem to be happy when they're in utter filth. So
pigs seem to be happy when they're in anything, though.
Yeah.
A pig just seems to be a happy animal.
Unless they're in a ham sandwich.
Why not just say happy as a pig?
Yeah.
Eating
but a
pigs.
pig in a pile of muddy, sloppy probably would be happier than just pig.
Just any normal pig.
Yeah, baseline pig happiness is here. Then there's pig in There's pig in syrup, which is actually only slightly above.
Above baseline?
Yeah, which is because it's sticky.
Okay.
Pig in a smoker is way low.
Way low. Pig in up here.
Yeah.
Pig on a barbecue place sign.
Yeah.
Way up here.
Way up here.
Because that pig is the one that's living.
Yeah.
That's why he's so happy. You're eating his brethren and sisterin. That's not a word, but it is now.
He sold out his people, is what he's doing.
Pig is a traitor.
Yeah.
That pig is
Pig's a real Benedict Arnold, Uncle Benedict Tom Arnold. I don't know.
That pig is a real Benedict Cumberbatch. That's the new thing. A Benedict Cumberbatch.
Son of a Cumberbatch.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Son of a bitch.
None of these really bug me that much.
They all bug me.
What about a bird in the hand is worth 2 in the bush?
Who's bush?
Who's bush?
Is it a big 70s bush? Because that's cool.
I'm cool with the big 70s bush.
But these kids today, they're not down with it.
No.
They're all about the waxing and the shaving.
Yeah. And the waxing, it doesn't get rid of lice. You are going to have to get the shampoo. Nix.
Lousy with them.
Lousy. Yeah, well, that makes sense.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, no, I thought you were... Never mind. Strike that. I thought you had something else. But do you have another one?
What about chip on your shoulder?
Okay, what kind
I
of
don't
chip?
understand that concept.
Chip on the shoulder, chip off the old block. What's with these chips?
I get chip off the old block.
Do you have a chip off the old block now on your shoulder?
I get chip off the old block. I don't care for it, but it's not bad. But chip on your shoulder, I don't understand that meaning of the word chip. What kind of chip is on your shoulder?
That's what I'm saying.
It's not a potato chip. It's
no,
not.
I'd be happy if it was that.
If it were just a chip off the old block, then that wouldn't matter either. That
I mean,
just means your dad.
It'd just make you tired, though, because like your kid would be, you know, your dad's kid would be sitting on your shoulder, so you're carrying your brother around like some weird mutant goddamn Quado up here.
Belial.
Quado? Is that his name in the Total Recall?
I don't know.
The guy growing out of the guy's stomach?
The chip on the shoulder doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't.
I don't understand it. Is it a poker chip?
Well, how big is it? What's the denomination on that poker chip?
Chip in the armor.
If it's like a $5,000 poker chip, I'm very happy.
Is it Chip Jones?
Is it
John
Chipper
Rocker?
Jones?
Chipper Jones. Is it John Rocker? If it's John Rocker, just drop him off.
Is it Ponch and John from Chips? Do I have Eric Estrada and that other guy who no one knows his name? That guy's on my shoulder too.
California Highway
Estrada.
Patrol on your shoulder. You don't want that. This couch was stolen, by the way. That's why we haven't been on it for a while. We had to get it back.
Yeah.
We had to beat up. It got stolen, repossessed. It's an either.
You know,
thing.
You could say repossessed if you wanted. You could, say we didn't make the payments.
Yeah.
How about cut the mustard?
Cut them. Who cuts mustard?
Yeah.
No.
are we talking about like the plants? Because if you're talking about mustard, like the spread, the thing that you put on hot dogs.
Oh my God, the plant.
Yeah. Because mustard greens.
Now, in the seeds, because that's where the yellow stuff comes from.
Yeah.
With the grinding of the seeds.
Like you put in chili.
Oh my God, cut the mustard actually makes sense now.
But 99% of the time you say mustard, people think the mustard
in
sauce.
the jar.
Yeah.
in the jar, which you don't cut. You stay in New Jersey and you make that.
Yeah.
You don't move to Ohio. You stay in New Jersey and you make the goddamn mustard. But.
Mustard butt.
Mustard butt. That's a superhero right there. With ketchup man and mustard butt. I've got a zit on the side of my mouth. On both sides of my mouth. And
It's herpes.
I think, no, it's not herpes right now.
It's herpes.
I have herpes, but this isn't the herp.
It's syphilis.
It might be syphilis.
It's face syphilis.
I'm calling them mouth death.
Mouth death. The eventual mouth death of the Edniverse.
I'm gonna die from the mouth death.
Thanks for watching.
Whatever this was.
I got some clicking for you. Right below.